As we were thinking about the parish leadership team, thinking about this evening, again, so grateful to have everyone here with us tonight. We think, wouldn't it be cool if we could get someone who grew up in the parish, who, sort of for lack of a better term, sort of made it big in the area of like church. Of course, we had a couple of priests in the parish, but they were like really far away. We can't really get out much. And so we thought, well, who grew up here that could really give a witness to faith and church and all that? And I think Colleen and I both at the same time said Dees. So our speaker this evening, so grateful to have him back, is Dees, who grew up here in Huron and attended St. Peter Parish until he left for college in 2000. Tonight he will offer a meditation on parish life, what it means to be part of the Catholic community in the world today. Before becoming a full-time author and speaker, Jared served as a Catholic school teacher and coach while earning master's degrees in both education and theology from the University of Notre Dame. He has written 7 books about Catholic education and parish ministry. One of them I read is excellent, so thank you, Jared, for that. But more recently, published his first collection of faith-based stories for children. Your kids like this? You think? All right. Oh, good. Excellent. Thank you. He is best known as the founder of the popular website The Religion Teacher, which provides practical resources and teaching strategies to more than 50,000 religious educators each week at thereligionteacher.com. Jared lives near South Bend, Indiana, with his wife Jen and their 4 lovely daughters. Please give an enthusiastic welcome back to Jared Dees.
So St. Francis of Assisi was praying before a cross. You got some Franciscan sister, I didn't. He was praying before a larger version of this cross, the cross of San Damiano. And at this time, he was on a path of discipleship. He was turning his life around on the beginnings of that, at least. And he was praying before this cross alone, and he heard the words, "Rebuild my church. Rebuild my church." And he took that literally at first. He literally wanted to rebuild this church that he was praying in. It was kind of crumbling and falling apart. Kind of like we've done here, right? Building a new church. And he went immediately to sell everything that he had. Every possession that he had, every piece of clothing that he had. But he was working for his dad, and his dad is a business owner, doing very well, and felt like he was stealing from his possessions. And had to basically disown any opportunity to live a life of luxury. He had to disown his dad and went on his own and started living the life that we know St. Francis of Assisi for, of simplicity. And basically just begging for help to be able to build this church. And he found himself doing just that. He was building stone by stone this church, rebuilding this church, and he started to get some other people that were there helping him. And yet at first he took it to be literally building a building, rebuilding a building of the church. But eventually he realized that what God was calling him to do wasn't just rebuild a physical building, but rebuild the church, the people. I'm going to ask you to do something that's going to be hard for you to do with a microphone. If you take your fingers, and bear with me, I work with a lot of teachers, so take your fingers and you're going to do an old nursery rhyme. Maybe you haven't done it in a while. You point your fingers down, you kind of interlace your fingers like this, right? You put your fingers together and that's the church, right? If you point your index fingers up to the sky, here's the steeple, open the doors, and there's the people. Very good, remember that. I'd like to unpack that a little bit. I think this is what a wonderful explanation of what we do in our parishes, in our churches. So it starts with the church. It starts with that building. And I love that my kids were playing rock, paper, scissors a minute ago, and it looks a lot like a rock, right? Just like St. Peter. St. Peter was the rock. Peter means rock, and originally his name was Simon, and Jesus renamed him Peter. And he said, upon this rock I will build this church. I will build my church. And right before that, why? Why did Jesus say that to Peter? Because he called Jesus the Messiah, the Son of the living God. our parish, our building, what I love about our buildings, our churches, is that holiness is here. Jesus is here. It's the foundation of the church. So when Peter is called the rock, it's because his proclamation of Jesus being the Son of the living God. It's a holy place. I think about all the memories that you have in the sanctuary that we're celebrating as a dedication today, or any of these places in this building. Just imagine for a minute, as you continue eating, just imagine for a moment the memories that you have in that church. The memories of maybe first communions if you were here, the first communions of your children, baptisms, weddings, funerals. Just picture in your mind different memories that you have in that church building, the sanctuary. And just touring around a little bit, you can imagine yourself in the chapel. The uniqueness of this church for sure. That chapel, which is behind the altar there, hidden almost. What are some memories that you have, or images you have in your mind of being in that chapel? I remember my childhood lighting the candles the first time to that little statue of Mary, going to daily mass in the weekdays with my grandmother. How about the gathering space? Can you think of some memories in the gathering space, which was new when I was here? Of meals, donut Sundays, meetings. Just think back to some memories that you had there. How about the school? If you went to the school here, or if you went to classes in religious ed, what are some memories you have? What are some images you have in your mind of being in that room? Or halls, or the gyms? Other buildings around us, the property of the rectory maybe, other buildings that are maybe gone or changed over the years. And you could maybe close your eyes real quickly and just imagine for a moment Jesus, his presence in each one of those places. And notice I didn't say the parking lot, because I'm sure the memories there would be so holy. But if we could maybe go back out, so we got the church, the rock, the foundation, the places where you have all those great memories of Jesus' presence here. But then we've got the steeple, right? And I grew up on Center Street, on Adams Ave, so I would always hear the bells ringing in the church at St. Pete's, riding my bike around the neighborhood. What a wonderful witness this building gets to be, right in the heart of Huron, Ohio. You know, the steeple stands, and you can see it in so many places in our little town. What a wonderful opportunity that we get to be witnesses, powerful witnesses of the Lord's presence in this town. You know, that steeple points us up towards the Lord, and it gives us the opportunity to reach out to those people that aren't necessarily always here, or that could have an experience that could be life-transforming. The reason why I'm doing what I do, I get to speak, I work with a lot of religious educators, I work with ministers, I do a lot of speaking and writing for religious educators, catechists, youth ministers, children as well. And I get to speak in different parishes and diocesan events and conferences and schools, etc. And I get to do all that because at some point, people at that table that used to be youth ministers here invited me to go on a conference to Steubenville. And that Steubenville conference was life-transforming, because an invitation leads to transformation. And there's so many great things that are going on in this parish and have gone on over the years. And all it takes is an invitation to change someone's life. Because we really don't know. We don't know what that invitation could lead to. And for me, it was invitations to go on that retreat, and many retreats after that. But it was also before that, invitations to come to Mass, or maybe being dragged to Mass when I was a kid. You know? Those little invitations led me to what I'm doing today. I wouldn't know my wife if it wasn't for those invitations. I met her in a basement, getting ready for a mission trip in college. We wouldn't have 4 baptized daughters that we're trying to get to heaven. It's got a cup here. I'm going to take a drink. But there's a reason why. It says Westland Brewery. Because last weekend, a friend of mine started a brewery near our hometown. And the reason why he started a brewery has to go back to an invitation. Now, going back 6 years ago, he got invited to a retreat that I also got invited to. The parish that we joined in Granger, Indiana, near South Bend, we joined because one day didn't have any kids yet, went to Mass one morning, stood up and walked backwards, and there was Nick Sword, who went to Huron High School years ago. I didn't know him very well, he was a couple years younger than me, but there was Nick. And Megan, his wife, knew Jen as well. It was kind of an interesting, unplanned encounter with each other. They've since become some of our closest friends. We're godparents to their youngest child now. But what an amazing moment of God's grace. But fast forward a little bit further, Nick had been inviting me to this retreat, a church retreat, Christ Jesus Parish retreat. I know they had that here at St. Dees for a while. He kept inviting me, and I kept having lots of excuses saying no. That invitation, eventually I said, yes, because he said, Jared, I called Jen, I called your wife, and she's already said you can go. There's no excuse. I just need to know what her phone number is so I can write it down in the emergency contact form. So you're going. Okay, I showed up. So I showed up at this retreat, thanks to Nick. And I sat next to a guy who was wearing a Michigan shirt. Sure, I know. I chose to be kind and say hello. Didn't tell him I was an Ohio State fan. I got to know Aaron a little bit, and he was on a little journey. Somebody had invited him to go, a coworker. Somebody had invited him to go because they told him it was a leadership weekend. A leadership weekend that he didn't really know much about. Christ Jesus Parish, of course, he didn't know much about the church because he was a Baptist. He was a Southern Baptist. His wife was Catholic. They belonged to our parish. But he got invited in a sort of interesting way. Said it was a leadership weekend. He shows up, and I get to know him a little bit over the weekend. And very passionate guy. Loved the Lord, but a little suspicious of all the Catholic thing. That invitation led to him being there. It led to me being there as well. On Sunday morning, at our parish, there's a little collection time where the kids bring up the collection and put the money in a basket in front of the church. And my family was there, so I got up and I walked up to make sure my third child, Francie, didn't trip and fall because she was like 2 years old at the time. Helped her put the money in the basket and walked out. I didn't think much of it. But Aaron saw that and said, I want that. And his wife and his kids weren't there that weekend. They were in church that Sunday morning because they didn't often go on Sunday mornings to church. And he's like, I want that. And so if you remember the Christ Jesus model, if you know what that model is, you go to retreat and then you lead it once later. And so fast forward, months later, we're leading that retreat. It's Sunday morning of that weekend of the Mass that we're leading. I just finished giving my talk. Aaron's about to give his talk in a couple hours. And wouldn't you know, my family's in a wedding in Toledo. His is there. And during that same collection time, his kids walk up to Aaron. He get money to put in the basket. But his daughter wraps her arms around him and doesn't let go of the rest of the Mass. And I was just beside myself what the Lord can do because of a simple invitation to a leadership weekend. And a couple hours later, he announced he was going to become Catholic. I volunteered to be a sponsor. I got to sponsor him in the RCIA. He sat next to his very disappointed mother during Eucharist Vigil. And he got to be baptized and became Catholic that weekend. And the reason why I have this cup here, so he started a brewery. And the mission is to save souls. So he says. That weekend that we were on that retreat, somebody had invited him to a whole brew night at our parish. Or a bunch of guys get together and they teach you how to brew beer. And he'd never done it before. He was amazed by the process. Maybe he started his own brewery. The beer that he brewed for his Easter Vigil sacrifice was an award-winning beer in the South Bend area and led him to doing this all because of an invitation. Because an invitation leads to a transformation. Those invitations have nothing to do with us, but everything to do with what the Lord can do. St. Francis is often quoted for saying, preach the gospel always and sometimes use words. And I think sometimes we use that as a way to hide our faith. But here's a great way, simple thing. Just live your life and invite somebody to come find out the things that we do here at St. Pete's. Maybe it's a mass, maybe it's a Bible study or a ministry that you're involved in, or maybe it's something simple as it's Donut Sunday, would you like to come? So this is the interactive portion. If you could for a minute, think of one thing at St. Pete's that you could invite someone to find out about, or just join. And even if they turn it down, what's one invitation you could extend to them, whether it's mass, whether it's a ministry, whether it's something going on here in the next year. So if you could talk at the tables, interactive portion, share some of the ideas. There's one thing you can invite someone to at St. Pete's. God is good. All the time? What an important message for us to get across to people. Because the world doesn't hear that very often, that God is so good. The world doesn't get that opportunity because they haven't had that invitation. That invitation that leads to transformation, whether we realize it or not. And it's not about us. It's about the people that we're inviting and the opportunity that the Lord has to work in their lives. So we've got the church, the steeple, you open the doors. Yeah, when I think about a parish, I think about the people. The parish isn't just about being a place, and I know we're celebrating the dedication of a building, but the building is here, the building remains because of all the people over the years that have dedicated their time to raising us, to walking with us, serving with us. When I say St. Pete's, who do you think of? When I say St. Peter's Parish, who are the people that come to mind? Who are the people that taught you? Who are the people that were friends with you? This community that you got to be a part of. You know, I know what I love about being a part of a parish, it's the people. Is that when we show up on Sunday, it's not just because I want to see Jesus, and of course I do. I want to have that relationship, I want to have that encounter. But I also love seeing friends. We didn't plan this, but our closest friends are fellow parishioners. The next week we're having something called Friend Thanksgiving. And as I look at all the people that are coming, they all belong to our parish. And what a great opportunity to raise a family with other families who are dedicated to the Lord. It's a special time of friendship, and I know you know this because the people who are sitting next to you are friends who not only happen to be here living around the Huron area, but who you know are here because of that relationship with God. And the beautiful thing about that is that it changes that relationship. It adds a different level to that relationship because the Lord is present there with us. And he says, whenever two or more gather, there I am in their midst. What a better explanation for a parish? I want you to imagine those people that you think of when you think of St. Peter's. And as a kind of visualization prayer, I want you to let the Holy Spirit just bring up those images, those memories of people, and just holding those images of faces that you remember over the years. If you grew up here as a child, the grown-ups, the adults that were here, if you came here recently, just the people that maybe you see in the pews, and who are the priests, the deacons, the sisters, the ministers, the neighbors, the friends, who are those people? And again, it's leaving up to the Holy Spirit to bring up those images of people in your mind. We're going to pray silently just for a few moments, just remembering those faces, okay? In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we are filled with gratitude for the relationships that you've given us in this parish, for the many people that have touched our lives and our hearts over the years here. We offer each one of these people up. Ask you to bless them, bless us as we go out and we live your word as members of this church. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. So St. Francis on his deathbed reportedly was kind of secluded, taken away from Assisi, hidden because everyone knew he was going to be a saint. At that point, it wasn't just a building that he had rebuilt, but he had amassed a large following. He was many people that were following, living according to his way of life. And he truthfully had rebuilt the Catholic Church, not just the church building, rebuilt the Catholic Church by his example. And before the story goes, he was there on his deathbed, and he had some of his closest followers. And he said to them, I've done my part. May Christ teach you yours. I've done my part. May Christ teach you yours. I hope the Lord has given you the opportunity to learn what it is your part is in this parish. What part you might play in the outside and being like the steeple, bringing people in. And being there next to someone who needs you. In the pews, in those ministries, in those retreats, whatever it is you get to be a part of. Because you make St. Pete's what it is. I'm so grateful to be able to come back and talk to you and see some familiar faces and grateful for the relationship with God that I have thanks to you all here. So, go make disciples. God bless.